terrific. Accounts is copacetic. I don't need no permission, but I'm so indebted to this game that I love, and most of all to the man above. Now check me out. Now I was just that Fridays was serving the greens. Before I was popping, I was nursing my dreams. Now I ain't never been a gangster, but I know a few things. I just rather get the bag and start collecting the rings. I done spoke too much. Close curtain and scene. I am not a human being. I'm a full machine. I ain't holding it down. I don't judge. I sing. Just staying down for the come up till I reign supreme. Let's get it. Yeah. Hit boy. We got another one. Ha. Man, y'all boys ain't ready for this.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Houston Texans. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And some room to work. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. That's a start they can live with. 15 yards on their first play from scrimmage. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On first down, right back to Gibson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Texans had 7-4 on the year, and they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset, being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That's a first down with a cherry on top, 31 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Back to throw. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Texans. Chris Godwin. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Texans get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll come out throwing here on first down.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it, and the Texans are going to take possession of the football.
So Charles already down 7-0 early. They opt to take a shot there on the first play of scrimmage, but that plan backfires.
That feels a little bit like last week's loss lingering into this game, doesn't it? You know, you're down 7 already. You lost last week. It's almost like they're trying to get it all back in one shot, trying to take a big chunk play right out of the gate.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Striker, 3-3.
Looking to throw. Open man has got it. It's complete.
He's going to pick up the first down and then some.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 23 yards on the play.
Gibson is into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, 2-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. Yeah, perfect omelet. Dropped it. So a little bit of a turnover. You went right back, though, and got that omelet and crushed it.
You got to do what you got to do, man. You got to do what you got to do.
A little worried about your hands, though.
Yeah.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Back to throw now on first down.
Got his man, it's Dulcich.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Eckler now between the tackles. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Well, this defense for the Texans, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense? On the
blitz coming, and down he goes. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. On 4th down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt.
And he didn't quite have... on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game. if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
A give to Gibson running right.
Oh, he bowls over him. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll look to throw. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms saying throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
The Texans on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop.
65 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Gibson again.
And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
2nd and 6. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans.
Chris Godwin,
his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season.
And the Texans have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it.
And the Texans are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
It's a gain of 34.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, the best don't mind making tough throws, but that was a real difficult one right there. Out of the pocket, trying to beat double coverage. More times than not, that's going to end up as an incomplete pass, if not worse.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On 3rd down, here's Gibson.
And they stop him short of the 1st as he can only get to the 20. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. Carlson able to put this one through. And the route is on. It's 24-0.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
And they will take a knee here. The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he returns this to the 22. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Texans scoop it. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They started on the ground with Eckler. Bobby Okereke making that tackle. Well, this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game, and really they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game, and I think it's been led by what you just talked about, that defensive front, which has not allowed them to run the football and establish control of the line of scrimmage.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking sideline, and he's going to have his man as he was able to walk the tightrope there for the completion. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. A good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Once more, Gibson. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 102 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. On the counter, Gibson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
A give running right, Gibson. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Straight ahead, Gibson. And he gets it down to the 32. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Give up the gut to Hill. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 22.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll try and run for it with Hill. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Gibson.
And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
They'll go again with Gibson.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Going to be some contact going on.
And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
They'll run with Gibson.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans.
Antonio Gibson, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And by rule, that comes out to the 40-yard line, so good opportunity for this offense with solid field position. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Up the middle with Eckler.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. First down, and they stick with Eckler.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
It's a slant to Hill. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
And all this Texans defense, they're all charged up now. They stop him behind the line for the second straight play. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far.
Teron Johnson able to pick it.
And the Texans are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And he'll be taken down after a gain of about 8, as that will lead us to the 2-minute warning.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready?
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20.
164 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Gibson here running out of the gun.
And some room to maneuver.
And this will be a Texans 1st down as he gets us up past the 30 to the 32. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Shotgun handoff to Gibson.
And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. So their move is to decline that so they don't get another 2nd down. It'll be 3rd.
So that has to tell us that they're pretty confident in their 3rd down defense, right?
Absolutely.
Whether it's a sub package or nickel package, whatever they want to run out there, they feel like they can defend here on 3rd down.
We've now seen 3 consecutive 1-yard gains, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Johnny Hacker now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter.
Now Hill to return it. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return.
And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. And they take a knee.